We're on second edition of InfraXstructure. I'm here with Stas Levitan from Zerto. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, good, thanks.
All right, can you please introduce yourself shortly first? Like, what do you do? What's your occupation?
So I work for Zerto, which is an Israeli startup that is presented here in Expo. And what I do, I run the region of Central and Eastern Europe. So basically everything from Czech Republic to Japan, including all the Asian countries. So mid-Asia is all mine. So.
Right, it's quite a broad scope.
Yeah, pretty big region.
All right. So only about 30% of people in InfraXstructure, according to our research, has heard about Zerto before. Can you introduce the company a bit more?
Sure. So Zerto is on the market for 5 years. By the way, it is a tremendous success of the founders. I think the growth is around 300% for last few years. Naturally, most of the business is done in the United States. This is where the biggest markets is. Just natural growth of the company was from the United States, then to United Kingdom, Germany, or the Commonwealth, where they speak the English, the language. But around a year and a half ago, we decided to expand to Eastern Europe as well and to bring the technology here. Again, we're basically replicating the same success that we had in the States and in United Kingdom to Poland. Zerto is a software for disaster recovery. So it is a platform that basically can be used to replicate any type of virtual machine on any sort of platform to absolutely anywhere. So from this point of view, this is something revolutionary. And we are proving it every day here in Poland.
Okay, great. So what brought you to InfraXstructure specifically? Why have you decided to speak here?
So first of all, I think the organizers are doing a great job. We are choosing the events very carefully, because basically we need to decide where we invest our time and resources. In the most, let's say, efficient way, and definitely the events that are organized by Leo and the team PROIDEA, they're pretty good events, and we're always happy to be here. Good quality of the people, etc.
Glad to hear that. Okay, so how would you convince other speakers to actually also join the conference? I mean, other engineers to become potential speakers.
Engineers to be speakers? No, I'm kidding. So, I mean, yeah, of course. I didn't know you have a problem doing that. Actually, is it like a challenge for you?
For me or for the engineers?
No, is it a challenge for you to bring speakers?
Not necessarily, but it's more of the point of actually awareness and getting the people interested in sharing their knowledge. So some of them are not confident enough to do so. What do you think is stopping them?
Well, I think it's actually speaking in public. So maybe if you do less formal, right? So if you don't do it like a speaking heads, but some people just don't want to do that.
Sure. Thank you for your feedback. Okay, so what's the golden rule to avoid a disaster?
A golden rule to avoid a disaster? That's a good question. So to have a disaster recovery solution in place, basically, I think it's the best thing that you can do, right? Because nobody, we live in a world, nobody is immune, right, to disaster. It doesn't have to be disaster, by the way. It can be virus, can be human error. So these are also minor disasters. And if you want to avoid them and be protected, then you better have a solution in place, which is Zerto.
Fine by me. All right. I would like to ask you one last question. What other DC and cloud conferences have you attended so far, and where else would you like to go? Which ones would you recommend?
So actually, lately I was I go to many conferences, yeah. But lately we have been to a cloud community event. I don't know. I'm not sure if you heard of them, but it's an event in Poznan, actually, that this year it managed to bring quite a good audience. So I was happy to be there. So this one I would recommend. You know, VMugs and all the obvious stuff. So.
Okay, thank you for your time, and good luck with the further expansion of Zerto. So.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.